is arrogance, or arrogance is the inability to see past your own ignorant ideas. Arrogance is the blind faith that we will believe the systematic lie that there is no other way. If ever there was proof of the need for better education, surely it must be in the fact that if our leaders are not crooks, then they must be illiterate. There are conspiracy theorists everywhere who like to name the elite as some kind of secret society. Well, I have an idea for what that secret society should be called. Let's call it the illiterati. They cannot read through all the symptoms to understand that they are at the heart of the problems we face. The farcical repetition of appalling ideas can only be the work of slow learners. Someone was joking the other day that education is a class issue. Well, that joke cuts right to the truth of the problem. Every time we hear about the plans of our government, they are notable for who is not included. Students are not included. Workers are not included. Poor people are not included. Women are not included. The marginalised, harassed and dispossessed are not included. The big joke about increasing class sizes is that only one class gets to stay exactly the way it is. It is time that we stop being afraid of calling this class what it is, the elite. Our world is ruled by finance and bankers and the illiterati. Austerity is a scam. It's an alibi for attacks on workers, on students and on low-income families. Cuts to public services, the arrogant dismissal of the treaty, the fracking, drilling and destruction of our environment, calling homelessness in Christchurch a good sign for the future, the fire sale of public assets. These are all class issues. Nowadays there is a lot of talk about graduates with no futures. Well, this government wants to double down on that problem by creating a future with no graduates. Thousands more students will be forced to borrow to eat. 15% already live in absolute financial distress. We have some of the highest fees in the world. We have $13 billion worth of student debt. We have forgotten what education is for. It is not a private investment scheme. It is for all of us to solve the big problems we face together. When the national government reacts to our protests with violence, we are not surprised. They are simply revealing the truth of a violent system that harms the most vulnerable among us every day. When they dismiss us and continue to repeat the empty, meaningless rhetoric of mandates, we say, you have no mandate from us. We must fight to change this situation. We must keep the faith that organising and learning and working together can and will make a difference. We don't want the same ideas under a different coloured flag. What we want is real structural change. We need a revolution in thinking. We need a revolution in ourselves. The only way this will happen is if we join together and fight back. Let's teach our slow learning leaders that there is another way. Thank you very much.